Hey guys, I hope you can hear me. Hopefully, I'm outside, I'm in the park. I like to come here at least once a day. I like to be outside and just get some fresh air, connect with nature and everything. So I found this little spot near me, sort of near me. It's like a little bit of a walk, but totally worth it. I'll show you a little bit of my favorite view, I guess. Hopefully you get to see that. There's like a bunch of buildings and cars and stuff, but then you can see the beautiful sky and the sun and everything. So that's really awesome. That's what I love. Today, December 1st of 2014, marks my second year here in San Diego. So yeah, I shared this on my blog with you guys. On December 1st, 2012, I moved out here from New York, excuse me, New York City. And it was the best decision I ever made in my life, for sure. Um, I go into detail as far as my journey and as much as I can share in a post, because there's so much that happened within the past 2 years. But I go into at least a little bit of how I made the decision, the steps I took, how I actually got to do it, and kind of like little things that I dealt with along the way. So today is so interesting because I have actually planned the celebration for today. Um, I had an idea of what today was going to look like, and I had planned this from the end of October actually. And I changed plans a few, times here and there, but then what ended up happening was the last few days, or yeah, about like the last week of November, the last 2 weeks, all of a sudden it just felt like I was kind of saying goodbye, and I don't know how to explain it to you, but um, it was like a little bit like mourning a little bit. um, I don't really know how to explain it, but maybe it's saying goodbye to 2014, or I'm not sure what it is. It kind of feels like maybe a chapter has closed in my life, you know, and I'm going on to start a new chapter. So, so it's kind of sad in a way because I know so many beautiful things have happened to me, and it's been an amazing 2 years for sure. And as amazing as it's been, I'm so looking forward to not necessarily a new year, but a new chapter in my life. So whenever that, actually it's happening now, I feel like today I turned a new page, and so that's why I wasn't in such a celebratory mood. It's kind of like a quiet celebration with just me and my angels, God, the universe, you know. It's just us kind of looking back, you know. Um, I was even looking at pictures from like when I first moved out here to now, and it's just amazing how it's like I've changed so much, but I always stayed the same in a way. Like the essence of me has not changed, you know. But other little things here and there have changed. A lot has changed, actually, not little things. A lot. But the essence of me has stayed the same. And looking back, I'm like, God, I'm so awesome, you know? I didn't used to think that way before or say that. I mean, little things here and there, yeah, I'd be like, oh, that was awesome, that was badass. But for sure, um, I just felt really like, wow, like I've gotten to do a lot of things that other people are too afraid to do. And I'm not saying it to boast or make anyone feel bad in any way. I know how hard it is to even get over your fear, let alone actually triumph over your fear. And I guess one of the things that I want to point out is that fear is not something you lose. I don't believe that you can ever be fearless, without fear. I think fear is good. It's a good indicator of what's happening around you. So you have your mortal fears where you feel like you're actually in danger, and then you have the fear of the unknown when something is completely out of your control, but at the same time you have that curiosity, and you have this some kind of driving force. So that's why I say it's a good indicator, because I've learned that when I have an idea for something or a project that I want to do, and I get this little bubble or whatever of fear inside, there's also a matching kind of excitement. So when I feel that, I know it's something that I have to go forward with, because it's going to bring me the rewards that I seek, as far as maybe a specific task. So for example, moving out here was something that was, at the time, it seemed almost impossible. It seemed like the scariest. Not scary, not necessarily in the sense of I don't know what's going to happen or anything like that. It was more of, I'm going to be alone, and what if I don't have enough money? What if I don't get the money to do it? So that kind of scary, But my desire to move was greater than my fear. And so in that sense, I was able to overcome my fear, conquer the fear. So I actually had put that in a post. It was an image that I used on my Instagram. It was, desire is greater than my fear. My desire is greater than my fear. Because I think that's the key in order to be able to overcome your fear. Your desire to achieve the goal or whatever it is that you want to do has to be greater than your fear. The sounds of San Diego, the jets or planes. That's one of the little quirks of being out here. In New York, I lived in Manhattan in New York City, and it was police sirens and fire trucks and loud music playing. I think those were the main noises. There's so many, but the main ones. And then here, it's airplanes. So one of the major noises. So anyway, I really hope that that you guys can take the next year. Sometimes we put so much importance into a new year. We see it as a new page in our book, a new kind of a clean slate, time to start over, start fresh, work on the things that maybe we didn't work on before. I really want you guys to think back to the times where you set goals for yourself and set those resolutions and whatever else at the beginning of the year, and then you never went through with them. And that's normal. It's not, again, you're going to do what you want to do whenever you want to do it. But I think instead of waiting for the new year and setting resolutions and things like that, how about maybe having a focus for the next year? Starting to think now, as far as concluding 2014, writing out maybe what happened this year, what took place, maybe what kind of left you unsettled, and then what do you want to do for next year? What do you guys want to do? What do you want to accomplish? My blog, my page, everything I put out there speaks to the entrepreneur, speaks to people who are, and I mentioned this before, being an entrepreneur doesn't necessarily mean that you want to start a business or want to have your own business. To me, it means that you just want to have a better life, that you just want more out of your life. And there's something within all of us as entrepreneurs where there's this need, there's this nagging feeling inside. I know for me, I have it. This nagging feeling that something has to be created. It's like something is yearning to be created. And the best way I could describe it is I need to have my own business. I don't know what that is. I mean, I don't know if that's what it is that I need to do, but that's what it feels like to me. And everything I've done has led me to this point where I feel like it's time for me to share what I've learned, share how I've grown, to help those people that were like me back in 2009, 2010, or even before that when I graduated college and I didn't know what the heck I was going to do with my life. So that's what I do. I write for Catherine back in 2005 when she had just graduated college and she didn't know what she wanted to do with her life. I write for the Catherine in 2010 who started her first online business. I write for the Catherine in 2011 who she just felt totally lost and unsure of what to do with her life. So everything I do is for her and for you as well. So as you can see, this is how I'm feeling. Oh God, I've been a wreck all month, but it's all part of the process. So I embrace the tears. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for just rocking with me, for reading, for sharing, for liking, for commenting, for maybe you don't do any of that, but you like the message and you kind of save it, you bookmark it, whatever it is that works for you. Please continue to come back. Please continue to rock it out with me. Please continue to rock it out for yourselves, and really take the time to say yes to your success, And I'm not talking about money. I'm not talking about material things. I'm talking about your inner success, finding what it is that truly moves you and has to be created, something that is begging to be created, Anyway, this is not my last video for 2014, so enough with the sadness and the weird emotional feelings. No more mushy stuff. Another jet. That means it's time to wrap it up. Maybe that'll be me. I'm actually looking to take a few little vacations, so you never know. Anyway, guys, as always, thank you, and I look forward to us continuing to work together. Bye.